воду. Ну, попозже.
Қайырлы күн, ханымдар мен мырзалар. 2021 жылғы Astana Open турниріне қош келдіңіздер. Please welcome on the center court arena of Astana Open 2021 from Kazakhstan, Timofey Skatov.
Welcome to the National Tennis Centre in Nur Sultan. Day 3 of our coverage of the Astana Open, and here's the home hope here, or one of them, Timofey Skatov. Had a terrific win against Andreas Seppi, his first ATP main draw win in the first round. 2 hours and 56 minutes it took him, but he came through in the end, 7-6, 4-6, 6-1 against Andreas Seppi. Just a terrific performance, and he's on his way. It was only his second ATP main draw match. He came here last year as a wild card, lost in the first round, but that's a significant win against Seppi. Ranked 274, but that'll be moving upwards very shortly. In fact, next Monday. And it'll move even higher if he can win today. But standing in his way is this giant man from Belarus, Ilya Ivashka. 27 years of age, ranked 52. He took out the very talented qualifier Elias Ymer yesterday. 6-2, 6-4, an hour and 20 minutes it took him. Very solid on both wings. Big serve. A big game. Moments where he was a little unpredictable, but other times when he was right on it and looked pretty devastating. So it's going to be another tough task for Timofey Skatov here. First time these two have met. Ivashka with one title, and he won it just a few weeks ago in Winston-Salem. The second Belarusian after Max Merny 18 years ago in Rotterdam to win a title. This guy just won his first match on the main ATP tour. But don't be fooled, he's won a lot of matches this year. He's won 30 matches coming into this tournament. That's on the Challenger and Futures tours. Played 4 tournaments in Nur Sultan right here at the start of the year. Futures and Challengers. Mohamed Al Janati in charge.
Let's make it clear when you want to challenge, please. Okay? And we have TV changeover and the shot clock each side of the court. Let's keep an eye on this. And for the boxes, you take the red one and you take the blue one. Okay? Any question, guys? I have ATP or this world map? ATP. ATP for you. Receive. You receive? Okay, good night.
So it looked like Skatov won the toss of the coin and has put Ivashka into serve, hoping to catch him cold because it is a very useful serve. So this is the top section of the draw. Karatsev will play tomorrow the #1 seed, semi-finalist in the Australian Open. He'll play the winner of the match later on between Rusevori and Bonzi. And Skatov and Ivashka through, the winner through to the quarterfinal to play probably Karatsev, but we shall see. So there's the rundown on Skatov. His first ATP main draw win in the first round, the youngest in the draw after Lorenzo Musetti. He's 20, Musetti still only 19. But had a great run in Challengers this year. Got to the semi-final of a Challenger in Awaris in Portugal and only lost to the very talented Dane Holger Rune. Got to the final of the Challenger in Almaty, his first Challenger final of his career, right here in Kazakhstan. Quarter-final of a Challenger in Perugia, semi-finalist of a Challenger in Trieste, semi-finalist of the Challenger in Kiev in Karain a couple of weeks ago. So he's used to winning, just not at this level, but started that in the first round here.
Born in Kazakhstan.
Already earned another $10,000 for getting to the second round here. That'll move up to $16,000 if he wins this match. Former #1 junior in the world back in 2018, where he got to the semi-final of the US Open. That was in 2017, in the quarter-final of the Australian Open the following year. Ilya Ivashka, he's on a hot streak. He's won 9 of his last 10 matches and aiming for the 5th quarter-final of the year. He's on a career high of 52 at the age of 27, a late developer, but he's really starting it put together, the man from Minsk who turned pro 8 years ago.
To the left of the chain fire, Ilya Ivashka, Belarus.
And has had a really good season. Quarter-finalist in Marbella, semi-finalist in Munich, where he beat Sasha Zverev before losing to Jan-Lennard Struff. Quarter-finalist in Eastbourne, where he beat Alexei Popyrin before he lost to Sunwoo Kwon. Round of 16 at Wimbledon, he beat Jaume Munar, Jeremy Chardy, Jordan Thompson before losing to Matteo Berrettini, and then winning his first career title after 8 years on the tour, beating Marin Cilic, Jan-Lennard Struff, Pablo Carreño Busta and Mikael Ymer, the brother of Elias, in the final. And then the third round of the US Open. So his win in the first round against Elias Ymer, the Swedish qualifier here, means he's won 9 of his last 10 matches. It's been by far his best year. .6'4" against 5'8". He looks taller than 5'8", but that's officially what he is. Timofey Skatov. Skatov, who won the Kazakhstan Championship to get his wild card here, and has he used it? Skatov, coached by Jose Altur.
1 minute.
Ivashka by Jose Chacacalvo. So this is the first of 4 matches we'll have for you today. We'll follow this with Lazo Gera of Serbia, the number 7 seed, against Lorenzo Musetti of Italy. And then it's the Spaniard, Jaume Munar, against the champion John Millman, who came through by the skin of his teeth yesterday against Dmitry Popko, 6-4 on the third. And our last match features the wild card from Kazakhstan, Mikhail Kukushkin, who takes on James Duckworth of Australia. So that's the match we start with. Ivashka here against Timofey Skatov. He was threatened in the second set by Ima, who was overpowered in the first set of their match yesterday. But he came through it in the end, in an hour and 20 minutes. And he's got the confidence of so many recent wins. Skatov too will be on a high after his first tour win. So Skatov winning the toss of the coin. Ivashka will be the first to serve.
First set, Ilya, Ivashka to serve, ready, play.
Maybe that's a sign of things to come. Huge net cord. Yeah, how impressive was that from the 20-year-old? Really taking it to Ivashka here. Ivashka, the number 8 seed. Yeah, followed it forward. Said he was going to make it. But here's break point for the Kazakhstani. And he's nailed it. What a start that is for the 20-year-old Timofey Skatov. Ivashka was coming forward an awful lot against Ilya yesterday, but eventually grounded out from the back. But that was a super pass to finish it off. And he looks high on confidence to Skatov. Yes, he's very rapid around the court. Is Skatov side to side, also back to front. Ivashka's got to be patient, build the points. And he did build that one very impressively. He's very solid, Ivashka, from the back. Take an awful lot of breaking down. That's how he's won so many matches. 26 wins this year. 3 breakback points. Yes. The break back, immediate and convincing. And he can crack those serves. Well, he was a mile back. About 3 yards long with that forehand. What a good rally, and again, how impressive that was from Skatov. Really sticking with him. Great defense, but he can hold his own from the backcourt. Even against a guy as powerful as Ivashka. Eventually, Ivashka prizes the error out of him. Yeah, he went for it. But Ivashka, too solid. Serving well despite the early break. And he goes 2-1. This slow court does lead to lengthy, fearsome rallies from the back, and these two will certainly oblige in this match. Could be a bit of a slugfest, as was Skatov's match against Andreas Seppi in the main draw. How much of him was left on the court there, I don't know. 2 hours and 56 minutes, then getting his first ATP main draw win. So emotionally, mentally, as well as physically, could have been a bit of a knockback. So a promising start from Skatov. Really making his breakthrough here. Won the Futures event in Antalya last year. He also won in Bucharest and Melilla in Spain. Now starting to really find his mark on the main tour. 1-2. Got there in the end. The first volley just gave Ivashka a bit of a chance. One or two more people starting to make their way into the arena now. I mean, Skatov needs their support. What a return. Dead flat. Just raced through the surface, even this surface. Boy, this is a high-quality match. And Skatov more than playing his part in it. Ferocious hitting. Well left. Second ace for the Belarusian. And it really is magnificent serving. Ivashka holds with some comfort and leads 3-2. He's a physical beast of a man, that's for sure, and he can really punish opponents. But he's going to have his work cut out, as strong as he is, as powerful as he is on this surface, against Skatov, who really can cover the court. Ivashka aiming for his 5th quarterfinal of the year. Got to the quarterfinal or better at Marbella, in Munich, in Eastbourne, and of course in the title that he won at Winston-Salem. So 1 break apiece so far. Skatov does still look full of energy, living on a high after his first ATP main draw win. Yes, Ivashka climbing into the return, but still there was time there for Skatov. He was disappointed at missing that second shot. Again, immense power. He does look to get forward as soon as he can. For some, that would have been a difficult overhead. Good footwork means he could take it on the forehand. 3 break points then for his second break. Wonderful play. Hits the ball so flat, and even here it's just racing through. Ivashka didn't give Skatov a prayer there. Just round a little bit too early there. Ivashka, that's the danger with this surface. I wonder if that volley will stop him coming forward or wanting to come forward as much as he does. Just got a bit tight to him. He's lethal overhead.
And Ivashka, you was please.
Absolutely huge serving. Ace number 3. And that's 4 games in a row now for Ivashka. Yes, confidence is an elusive thing, but he has it in bucket loads. Yes, 3 games on the spin it is. But it's looking increasingly as if the first set is going his way. And Skatov really hasn't got the weapons at the moment to deal with it. He hasn't played poorly, Timofey Skatov. But at the moment he's being manhandled. Mentioned that Ivashka, when he won Winston-Salem, was the first man since Max Meunier to win a title for Belarus when Meunier won in Rotterdam 18 years ago. Well, there are some similarities. Meunier even bigger a man, 6'5" as opposed to 6'4", but huge serve, huge game.
National 15 love. En base, 15 love.
Skatov has to get ahead in the rally.
30-15. Next for service.
Yeah, the slice just got onto the line from Ivashka. Skatov knew he had to deal with it. Going for depth and power, but just overcooking at that time. And here is set point for Ivashka. Lined it up. Couldn't pull the trigger that time. But he did plenty of times in the first round match against Seppi, did Ivashka.
Advantage, Skatov.
Constantly probing, constantly asking the question of Skatov. Can you stay with this pace? So good overhead. Balance was perfect there, because it nearly looked like it was over him. It was a really good attempt here from Skatov. Set point again. And that is a mighty impressive opening set from the Belarusian. Broken in his opening service game, he's come back in fearsome style. Skatov working on a very high first serve percentage, but as you can see, not doing too much behind it. So good was the return game. And Skatov didn't win a point behind his second serve, only 5 of those points, but he didn't win one of them. And Ivashka, when you're serving like he is, from the top of a mountain, 73%. To be honest, Skatov's doing well just to get 37% of the points behind that first serve, and 67% behind the second serve for Ivashka. One thing I do find strange about Ivashka is his need for a comfort break after relatively short sets. There was a short first set against Ilya yesterday, 6-2. He won it. This one, 6-2. It's taken 33 minutes, but he's gone off. Surely not a need to go to the toilet, but he just wants to compose himself. But he's been playing such brilliant tennis. You'd thought surely that he'd want to not lose the momentum, which he did do against Ilya yesterday. Some of the images from the opening set, most of them belong to Ilya Ivashka from Belarus. So the first set then, 6-2, 33 minutes it took. But we still wait for Ivashka. It took around 4 minutes yesterday after the opening set against Ilya. You'd imagine the cubicles are pretty close to the court here, the main centre court at this National Tennis Centre. What a wonderful court it is. Restrictions have meant that there's only 150 allowed here, spectators. At the moment, I don't think the full quota is in, but they will be later on. But Skatov didn't let them down. Played his part in a really high standard first set. But it was some of the hitting from Ivashka was simply brutal. So we're waiting not just for Ivashka, but also for Skatov. Really does make a mockery of the sport. The sooner this is sorted out, the better. I understand moves are on the way, but for me, they can't come quick enough. It just takes the energy out of the match. And why someone like Ivashka will want to go off just defeats me. So Skatov back with us, and so too the Belarusian. Yeah, I can't think of another sport where this takes place, these random toilet breaks. So into set number 2. for Skatov. He's got to hope that the level drops from Ivashka, because it was extraordinarily high in that opening set. Delicately done. That's really frustrating. A nondescript serve. Just went sailing into the net on return. Remember, he broke Ivashka in the opening game of the match. 225, that one. Fourth ace. I think the quickest is 226. Yeah, missed opportunities. And Ivashka does hold. First serve percentage still very high, 71%. And if it stays like that, he is going to be mighty tough to beat. Skatov's main hope would seem to be to stick with him as long as he can and hope that the level, particularly on serve, drops and that opportunities arise. Again, a heck of a rally. There's nothing wrong with Skatov's level here at all. Such a good return. Broken 3 times in the opening set. And Ivashka's after him again. It's not that he's serving poorly, or that he's got a vulnerable serve. But only winning 45% of the points behind his first serve. And he's still only won 1 point out of 7 behind the second serve. Yes, wonderful volley. He was under pressure there. Skatov asked all the questions. Good slice, good position. He was on to that. Looked like it could easily go past him. So break point for Ivashka for his 4th break. And there it is. He's got his foot firmly on the accelerator. I doubt whether Skatov's ever had to contend with play quite like this. Again, sticking to his task. But Ivashka showing that when he has to, and it isn't often, he really can defend.
The G15.
Strong work from Skatov. Another massive serve. Got back. And he has the speed to stay in the rally. No. Not sure there was a need for that. And he might regret it if Skatov can get this point and get the break back straight away. So good. And it's no more than he deserves. An outstanding game there from Timofey Skatov. And it's 2-1. And he's still a factor in this match. And will feel particularly good because it did really look as if things were starting to go against him. 6 successive games. Skatov won from 2-2 in the second set. Ivashka won from 2-2 in the second set. And Skatov didn't do a lot wrong. But at least for the moment, he's stopped the momentum. Second time he's broken the Belarusian serve. So, is there just a small dent in the confidence of Ivashka? He's been on such a hot streak, winning 9 of his last 10 matches. As ever, so dependable overhead. The wounded lion. Looks as if he wants to retaliate here. Yeah, clever manoeuvring of Ivashka there by Skatov. Huge point in the match. Got to confirm that break back he's just had. And that really is a waste. So, break point. It'll be the fourth successive break of the Skatov serve if he gets it. At last he misses. Skatov had to wait an age to get a very rare unforced error out of the Belarusian there.
Next for service.
Yeah, second backhand finds the net from Ivashka.
Advantage, Skatov.
This really is illuminating watching this young man come of age right here in his home city of Nur Sultan. Born in Russia, Russian descendants, but switched nationality. Oh, I bet he's glad he did 3 years ago. Yeah, the move forward did the trick. Yes,
Conventional.
I said Ivashka will be, that Skatov would be happy that he switched nationalities because he's been so well looked after by the Kazakhstan Tennis Federation. They know they've got a bit of a jewel here. Yeah, an apology from Ivashka, but he'll take it. His moves forward today have been a lot more impressive than they were yesterday against Imer. Fifth ace. Yeah, the previous shot just dropped a little short. Ivashka stealing himself and coming back with some more massive hitting. Breaks, he holds to love, and it's 3-2. We focused a lot on the end of the year for him, but the year didn't start too badly. Although he lost first round in the Australian Open to Roman Safulin. Got to the quarterfinal in Marbella, where he beat Alejandro Davidovich Fokina before losing to Jaume Muna, who we're going to see later on. Muna taking on the champion here, John Millman, in our third match. Also got to the semi-final in Munich. Did Ivashka, where he beat Sasha Zverev before losing to Jan-Lennard Struff. But it's his run through the summer that's been even more impressive. So one break each in this second set. But he's constantly putting the Skatov serve under threat. Very positive play. He stayed positive right the way through this match, even though he's taken a bit of a grilling here and there. He's just so consistent today.
Pour son best, the TKT.
Oh yeah, magnificent return. Picked it beautifully. Used all of his 6'4" to get right on top of it. Oh, what a shot. Just slightly tentative on the volley was Skatov. Is he going to challenge that? Yeah, he is, but I think he's going to find that it got the line. But he's desperately disappointed because he did everything right in that rally until that final volley was just a little short. And sure enough, Ivashka found the line. And Ivashka's found break point.
Yes. Advantage Skatov.
A cheap point behind his serve, that doesn't happen often. And there, Skatov did everything right again.
Yes.
Pulling Ivashka from side to side, had to win the point, and yet the combination of Ivashka's commitment, the slowness of the court, meant that he got everything back, and eventually it was Ivashka who broke, it was Skatov who broke down. Another grueling rally. So tempting because he can't hit through him, so he has to try and create angles. Another break point. This time he gets it. Another monster of a backhand. Ivashka, 2 games away from his 5th quarter-final of this year.
National 15 love.
Well, the last time that Ivashka broke Skatov broke back straight away. Yes. Move forward, absolutely perfectly timed. Yeah, the move forward has been so much more profitable for him than they were against Ilya in the first round. And Skatov is going to have to serve to stay in the match. Yeah, it's been hugely impressive, this, from Ivashka. He's looking at a real threat to win another title here. If form works out, it'll be Aslan Karatsev, the #1 seed who he'd meet in the quarter-final. But for me, Ivashka would start at least at 50-50 if he can maintain this kind of form, and you can't see why he wouldn't. It's so consistent. Hasn't won this yet, but it looks as if it's going that way. So we've been going just an hour and 13 minutes. Probably seems longer for Skatov, because he really has been under the cosh. But serving now to stay in the match.
National 15 love.
Skatov would be wondering why he hadn't been able to find any more errors out of Ivashka, who's been phenomenally consistent. Again, choosing just the right time to make the move forward. Just a look of resignation beginning to creep across his face, Skatov, but he's given absolutely everything with so much positivity. Use the forward momentum to crack that shot into the corner. Yes, read it perfectly.
Advantage, Skatov. Yes.
Yeah, Ivashka, time after time, reading that wide serve.
And for service.
True to himself right the way through this, Skatov. There's not a whole lot between them, but then you look at the scoreline.
Yes. Advantage Skatov.
Got so many qualities, perseverance another of them. And he did prize out just 1 or 2 errors out of the Belarusian there. So new balls. One last chance to see if he can get a breakthrough here and a lifeline into this match. He has broken right at the start of the match, Ivashka's serve, and near the start of this second set. But Ivashka serving with new balls for a place in the quarterfinal. Still that first serve percentage, first serves in, just hovering over the 70% mark. And the same percentage, points won when he does get it in. Well, there's life, there's hope. Yeah, the serve is really helping him out. 225. Ace number 6. Maybe just a little bit of tension for then that he's hardly missed so far in the match. So here it is, match point then for the number 8 seed. Yeah, huge draw, another commendable win for Ilya Ivashka. His season just goes from strength to strength. Skatov did all he could, but he could never really threaten this guy who's in the most magnificent form of his career. He's now won 10 of his last 11 matches, and he's through to his 5th quarterfinal of the year. And he never let go. Refused to make errors. Kept his foot firmly on the accelerator right the way through. Mixed it up with those moves forward, particularly behind his serve, but crushing power from the back was the trademark. And a difficult pill for Skatov to swallow because he didn't play poorly at all. But this guy goes through. 2 and 4 it was against Ilya. 2 and 3 against Skatov. He'll have a day off tomorrow. And then play the quarterfinal, of course, on Friday. And there are the stats. In the end, Skatov's serving percentage much better on the second serve, but the difficulty was didn't get any cheap points, or so few cheap points behind the first serve, whereas Ivashka, so big, 71% first serves in at the pace and variety of which he was serving was utterly brilliant. So Ivashka through, dropping just 5 games. Skatov goes off. It's been a big week for him, of course. He acknowledges the crowd who gave him as much help as they could. But he got his first ATP main draw win.
Yeah, Ivashka, the winner of this match, is ready to answer questions. Ilya, it's the way to the third round, so how is it going on Astana Open so far?
I feel very good, and I think today I played really good tennis. I think I improved from the match of yesterday, which is a positive thing. Was not an easy match today at all. Besides the score, it was a like tough opponent to play, and I'm happy that I'm through.
What can you say about your today's opponent? Because he's the first time in the second round of ATP tournament.
I mean, now in tennis, anybody can beat anybody, and the guy plays really solid. So you have to really work on the point to build the game and to try to play aggressive, because he's really solid, and credit for him, he played well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And here are some of the highlights of our first match of the day. Some brutal hitting, particularly from the Belarusian. So Ilya, Ivashka through. Rusevori and Bonzi will be playing on court 1 shortly. And the winner of that will play Karatsev, and the winner of that will play Ivashka. We still have 3 matches for you. Starting with a very interesting match, the multi-talented Italian 19-year-old Lorenzo Mazzetti takes on the number 7 seed Laszlo Djere from Serbia. Then it's Jaume Munar of Spain against the champion John Millman. Came through a nail-biter yesterday, but he's through, the number 5 seed. And then finally, it's Mikhail Kukushkin of Kazakhstan, a wild card here against the Aussie James Duckworth.
Enjoy your trip to Kazakhstan.
Мы в Форте сделали карту. В ней есть кредит, рассрочка и зарплата. Но мы гордимся тем, чего в ней нет.
Ее лучшая реклама.
Нет комиссии за переводы личных денег. Скидывай бесплатно. Хоть на бабушкин банк, хоть на банк этого енота. За снятие личных денег в любом банкомате мира тоже нет комиссии. Пафоса нет. Платы за обслуживание нет. Ходить в отделение тоже не надо. Скачивайте приложение, открывайте карту в телефоне. Карта Порта Блэк.
Erçihanges özünün mensiz sayahat yelin елестетеді. Ол әр бұрылысы эпикалық көріністерге толы ел. Ол мемлекет ежелгі елдерден мыңдаған хабарлар сақталған қобдиша іспеттес. Ол